Barry McElduff here. It's with great sadness that after 30 years as an active Sinn Féin member and public representative that I am tendering my resignation as MP for West Tyrone. And the reason I'm doing this is because of the consequences of the Twitter video which has caused such controversy over probably 8 or 9 days now. And the deep and unnecessary hurt that this video has caused the families of the victims of Kingsmill is undoubtedly my greatest regret. And I do offer again my apology to the families and the wider community for the consequences of the video. Now, I want to be very adamant about this. Not for 1 second, not in a million years, would I have made a connection between the terrible atrocity at Kingsmill and the brand name of the product. I certainly would not have posted that tweet had I made any connection whatsoever in my mind. So obviously it's very important for me to get a hearing and to say that. I genuinely did not make that connection, not for a second did I make that connection in my mind. And I want to say in relation to Kingsmill itself, Kingsmill was wrong, absolutely wrong. Kingsmill was unjustifiable and Kingsmill was sectarian, and it should never have happened. And I'm an Irish Republican and there isn't a sectarian bone in my body. There was no intended reference to Kingsmill in my tweet, but I actually do accept that there are many people who don't believe that. That's difficult for me, but I have to accept that many people don't believe that. And I do also accept that that view is deeply damaging at this time to the reconciliation process that is so important to consolidating and further building the peace process and to healing the pain and hurt of the past. And I mean, I certainly cannot undo the pain caused to victims in that sense. But I know that if I was to continue in my role as MP for West Tyrone, that would compound that sense of hurt and impede, in a way, the reconciliation process. And I don't want to be a barrier or a blockage to the reconciliation process, even if I'm asserting my absolute innocence in this matter. And I also want to take this opportunity, it's important to me personally because that's the way it is. I want to wholeheartedly thank my family and my loyal friends for their steadfast personal support to me during this difficult time, and also the people of West Tyrone who I have had the privilege to represent and serve as their public representative for over 20 years. And I have a deep gra for my native county and its people, the county of Tyrone, and that'll always be the way. I also want to say that I am an Irish Republican. I'm an Irish Republican, not a sectarian bone in my body. I believe wholeheartedly in the reunification of our country and an agreed Ireland in which we can heal the wounds of the past together. And reconciliation is absolutely essential, but I realise as a result, as a consequence of that video, that that message is not being heard at this time. So I don't wish to be a barrier to reconciliation going forward and healing in that spirit. I again offer my apologies to the survivors and families of those murdered at Kingsmill, because Kingsmill was absolutely wrong, unjustified and sectarian.